It's such a bloody waste.
I'm a success, mate. I'm a fucking star.
So Skinny Man, now that you've signed the deal with Talking Loud.
Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you the best part about being a professional gambler and also the worst. As you can see, got my camera and everything set up just by there. Got some interesting stuff that I want to talk to you about today, so I will see you in a sec.
We're living life at fast paces. It's like we're gutter rats trying to contend these rap races. So best to tighten up your laces, cause this year I'm stepping up a gear too fast for you to chase us. You think I'd wanna stick around this time and have to wait for a cracking to beat my mum down, to get a phone call saying just bring your money now, by any little fassie with a bucky running round. I don't love the sound of what those haters wanna do to me. That's why I'm not giving them any opportunity. For me it's not about all of the money and the jewellery. Survival of the fittest is life, so now it's you or me. And I don't wanna move away from the flats, but that's the only way for me to get away from this cat.
Let's get comfortable, because we have got some stuff to talk about in this video today. There we go. Are we looking all good? Let's go. Right, so I don't know if you know this, but when you consistently make money on a betting website, they will close you down. It's not like they'll let you make infinite amounts of money forever and ever and ever and ever. And on Saturday night, I logged on to my Bet365 account to get ready to place some bets, and unfortunately I was met with this message that I'm about to show you now. So let's jump in and take a look. So this is my Bet365 account, and I'll just log in. And when we log in, you can see that we're met with this message as soon as you log in. And if I just pick the camera up here and show you, it says restrictions have been applied to your account. If you have funds in your account, you can request to withdraw these. Continue or make a withdrawal. Now let me show you what that means. If I just put this camera back down, this basically means you're fucked. This basically means your account is basically useless. It is dead. It is no longer an account that you can use to place bets on. So let me show you what I mean. If we just click continue here, just hold the camera so you can see, and then say for example we wanted to bet on Real Betis tonight. So as you can see, the account balance there is £5,531. So just for you to get an impression of how much money that actually is, if we just go to a currency converter website and we put in 5531, and we change this here to British pounds, there we go, and we change the conversion to US dollars, so £5,531 is currently roughly $7,151. So that's the kind of money that we've got in this account at the moment. So if we go back to Bet365, say we want to bet on Real Betis tonight to beat Espanyol. If we just click Real Betis to add it to our betting slip, remember we are logged in, there's our betting account there. Say for example I want to bet £500 on Real Betis. There we go, pop 500 in, place bet. You can see a message pops up, and the message says certain restrictions may be applied to your account. If you have an account balance, you can request to withdraw these funds now by going to the withdraw page in members. And if you look here guys, if I try and click place bet here, it just won't go through. It won't let me do it. You can see the account balance hasn't changed. So this basically means the account is useless, and they've done this because I have just basically been consistently making money on this account, and they don't like it, so they've shut me down. Can't use this account anymore. It is dead. It's time to get your money out and withdraw. So let's go ahead and withdraw these funds. So if we go into the account area here, let's swap hands on this camera. Sorry guys, left-handed mouse work. I'm sorry. We go to withdraw, and here you can see, there we go, the account balance there, 5506. It's actually less because I think there was like some bonus money or some free bet money in there that I haven't used. That can focus in for us. There we go, 5506, around about $7,000. So we'll put that in here, 0.31. I want it all, even the 13p, and we will go to the password field. Obviously we don't need to record that, but I will just pop in the password. Boom, password is in. Let's click make withdrawal. Bam, please wait. And there you can see withdrawal request received. All sorted, and we've got £25 left in bet credits in the account. So we have made that withdrawal now. Only 25 left in the account. So there you go, guys. That is basically what happens when you consistently make money on a betting account. Now, all betting websites do this, apart from Pinnacle Sports. Pinnacle Sports don't. But unfortunately, I'm not actually able to use Pinnacle Sports because they don't accept players from the UK. But pretty much every betting site on earth will close your betting account once you've been consistently making money on it. And this is really frustrating for a guy like me because it's very unethical for businesses to behave like this. I don't know how they can get away with it. I don't know how it's legal. It annoys me, and this is one of the reasons why I have to sell betting services on my website, because when you get closed down this quickly for making any kind of profit, you have no security or stability in life. So at least when people come onto my website, pay me a monthly subscription to see my betting tips, it means that even if I am getting closed down fast and 1 month I can't gain access to betting accounts to place bets, I still have an income. But I shouldn't have to do that, and that isn't what this video is about. So I just wanted to show you this, that the betting websites that you use, the bookies that you use, they're despicable. They are despicable, unethical, and I don't know how it is legal for them to conduct their business in one way. Now, there's a bunch of other stuff that I want to talk about in this video. What I will say is, even when they close you down, the only little bit of honour that they do have is that they always give you your money. In all the years that I've been gambling, I've never had a betting website refuse to pay me out. So even though this Bet365 account has been closed down, is useless, I'll never be able to use it again, they will give my money to me. In usually 3 to 5 working days, you'll get it pretty quickly. But I want to talk about this in a little bit more detail. So rather than do it here, let's jump back to the usual setup, because I got some interesting shit to show you, and I've got a lot of stuff I want to get off my chest. So I'll see you in a sec. There you go, guys, this is much better. I've got a bunch of stuff that I want to show you in this video. So rather than me trying to hold the camera and use the laptop at the same time, I thought it'd be much better for both of us if we did it this way. So what I've just shown you with Bet365 closing me down after making a few £1,000 profit is the exact reason why I set this website, my website, up 5 years ago. And it's also the reason why I've recently set up my YouTube channel, because I want to draw awareness to these kind of things. No one out there is talking about this kind of stuff. You know, none of the other betting YouTubers even mention this stuff. Barely anyone talks about it on social media and online. There are tons of people giving out picks and predictions and betting information and betting tips, but none of them are talking about this stuff. And it is time we started to talk about this stuff, because we're in a minority. There are very, very few people that make money from gambling online. It's estimated that only 5% of betting accounts that get opened with the leading betting websites actually ever make a profit. So the UK Gambling Commission that regulate the majority of large online gambling companies in the world, like Ladbrokes, like Coral, like William Hill, like Bet365, they cater to the majority. And the rules that the Gambling Commission impose on them are all around, you know, responsible gambling, gamble aware, and, you know, putting measures in place to try and protect people from becoming addicted. But when it comes to guys like me, there's no one cares about us. They will just close you down as soon as you start to make a profit. So how is that promoting responsible gambling? So there's some stuff that I want to get into this video today. And the first thing that I want to talk about is Bet365 as a company, because they are the largest online gambling company in the world. So they're a good topic of discussion. So as you can see, in 1 year, £52.56 billion was wagered on sports. Doesn't include their poker revenue, doesn't include their casino revenue. And from that, they made £660 million in profit in just 1 year. And if you look at their CEO, Denise Coates, she is the best paid woman in the world. Her net worth estimated to be $4.6 billion. And last year alone, I'm pretty sure she was paid, there you go, last year she was paid £265 million. Now, I'm not hating on anyone. I love to see people doing great. I'm not taking shots at Denise Coates. And I don't even really want to attack Bet365 in this video, because all betting websites limit people. This isn't unique to Bet365. In fact, what I would say is Bet365 are one of the best betting sites. Out of all of them, they let you make much more money than most other sites. You know, other sites like Betway, Sky Bet, take your pick, Victor Chandler, Betfred, they're all a joke. You know, these are the kind of websites that shut you down after you make £50 or £100 profit, whereas at least Bet365 will let you make a few thousand. But the point I want to get to is that obviously Denise Coates is the best paid woman in the world because she's a total gangster. Like, she's a total gangster. Her business all revolves around forcing you to play a game that you can't win. You can't win. It's impossible. That's why they've got so much money, because they are happy to take money from the person that will put £100 in their account every month when they get paid and slowly burn it all away, placing stupid prop bets or accumulators and parlays. They'll take that all day long because they know long term, yeah, you might hit a big accumulator or a big parlay once in a while, but over the long term, you'll get wrecked and you'll never make money. And that's what these guys know. Those are the customers they want. They don't want guys like me that do their homework, put hours and hours, tens of hours of research in every week, and really concentrate hard on developing a strong mindset and mentality for discipline and bankroll management and betting smart and making good financial decisions. People associate gambling with recklessness and risk and stupid financial decisions, but when you treat it like a business and an investment like I do, it can be very lucrative. Well, it should be able to be very lucrative, but it's not, because of people like this and companies like this that make it very, very difficult for you to make big money. Now, I'm not complaining. I do this for a living. I make more money from gambling than I ever could in a day job. I am very, very happy. I'm not complaining. But all I'm saying is these companies make things way more difficult for guys like me than there should be. You know, I'm not asking Bet365 to let me go online and place millions of pounds worth of bets every weekend. I know that they need to manage their risk. I know there has to be maximum bet limits. I'm not stupid, you know, but it needs to be a two-way street. It needs to be give and take. It needs to be fair for everyone. You know, if we look at what New South Wales have introduced, it's an area of Australia, and if you go online and read about the New South Wales minimum bet rule, I think we need something like this. I really do, not just in the UK, but all countries. And the minimum bet rule, I don't know the actual specifics, because the minimum bet rule, the amount of money is different on different sports. But in New South Wales, there's basically a law that states that betting websites and gambling companies have to accept bets from everyone, no matter who they are, no matter what their track record is, and there's like a minimum value. So for example, you know, on horse racing, a betting website has to accept a $500 bet from everyone. That's a max bet limit they can set to protect themselves from losing a lot of money and obviously going bankrupt. But even just $300-400 would allow a guy like me to make a decent income, a decent living, a comfortable living without having to sell betting information on my website and look for other side hustles. You know, if I could go on to Bet365 or William Hill or Coral or any of these other websites, and if I could just bet $300, $400, $500 on a fighter, that would be more than enough for me to make a good living without always having to battle to place bets. You know, that's all I'm asking for. And it is something that is being discussed. You know, we've got it here, this article from January 2018, so just over a year ago. You know, they were discussing this minimum bet situation in Parliament in the UK, and it says here that the minimum bet rule could prove to be a winner for punters, guys like me, because closures of accounts and limiting bets is now standard practice. And guys, I'm going to try and do a video to show you how bad it is on websites like Sky Bet. Sky Bet are one of the worst, which is ridiculous. Like Sky Bet, if we go to Google, how much profit did Sky make? Let's take a look at this. So Sky's revenue was £26 billion. According to this, £26 billion. Sky are one of the largest companies in the UK. And yet, if you open up an account with Sky Bet and you start to consistently make money, I guarantee within 5 winning bets, probably within 2 or 3 winning bets, they'll close your account. By the time you've even made like £100 profit, which is like $150, they'll close you down. Which is absolutely disgraceful. You know, if we look at the UK Gambling Commission, the UK Gambling Commission are the organisation that basically regulate the gambling industry in the UK. And I know I'm talking a lot about the UK's situation in this video, but it's significant because the majority of major online betting websites are UK based businesses such as Ladbrokes, such as William Hill and Bet365. So obviously the laws and regulations that are imposed on them by the UK Gambling Commission also impact people betting from other countries, because obviously Bet365 accept players from Canada, Australia, New Zealand, most of mainland Europe. So even though this is the UK Gambling Commission and the laws they impose on British businesses, that also has a knock-on effect to how these British businesses conduct themselves in other countries. And as you can see on their homepage, it says, we license and regulate the people and businesses that provide gambling in Great Britain, including the National Lottery, which would include all the businesses that I've just mentioned. And if we look on their website, we can see for gambling businesses, there's some guidelines on the things they need to do to keep their license and stay within the law and keep operating and offering their services in the UK. It says here, look, how to comply with your license conditions. And if we go down, let's take a look at social responsibility. So social responsibility is a massive part of being able to, is a massive part of the laws around being able to offer gambling services in the UK. You know, making sure that you've got measures in place to try and prevent people from becoming addicted to gambling and losing more money than they can afford to lose. You know, when you look on their website, that kind of stuff is all over their website. And if we look at one of the pages on basically their guidelines on how to follow their rules and regulations, it clearly says here that online gambling companies should have fair and transparent terms and practices. And the headline on this page is that you must treat your customers fairly. Now tell me how punishing someone that bets smart, that takes time to do their research and learn about different betting strategies and money management strategies and learning to develop a strong mindset, a good mentality to not become addicted, to not fall into these traps of being impulsive and imploding and making poor financial decisions. Tell me how you are treating your customers fairly by shutting the people down who actually gamble the most responsibly. Because we all see these gamble aware campaigns and the gamble responsible campaigns, and we see the, you know, when the fun stops, stop campaigns. Well, that's just a tick box exercise. It doesn't mean anything. It's just something these gambling companies are doing to make it look to the Gambling Commission like they're actually trying to be socially responsible. But it's just a tick box exercise. It doesn't mean anything. Because if you do gamble responsibly, if you're like me, a guy that takes this very seriously, makes good financial decisions, understands the risks they're taking, puts a ton of research and time and thought into the bets they place, then you get punished. You're not treated fairly. You know, if we go back to Sky Bet, one of the worst offenders for shutting accounts down, at the top of their homepage, they've got a link for responsible gambling. And we've got guys like promoting this campaign, when the fun stops, stop. We've got Jeff Stelling, a popular figure in the UK, when the fun stops, stop. And it's a total fucking tick box exercise. It doesn't mean anything. Because try it for yourself, guys. Open an account with Sky Bet. Place a few bets and win them and see what happens to you. They will shut you down. So how can they get away with this? So this is why I set this channel up, because no one's talking about this shit and people should be talking about it. So please share this video on social media, share it on all your forums, because I believe that these betting sites are acting unlawfully. I believe that this activity is illegal. And I understand that they put in the terms and conditions that they will close you down if you consistently make money. I understand that they do that, but it's not ethical to do so. Where are their morals? They are forcing you to play a game that you can't win. They are forcing you to play a game you can't win. Let's take another company, another disgusting company like Betfred. Betfred, one of the worst. These jokers will shut you down straight away as well. You know? They'll shut you down. Make a couple £100 and see how long you last on Betfred. They're a fucking joke. And a company like this are one of the worst, because Betfred open up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of betting shops in the poorest areas of the UK, sucking the life out of local communities. Putting bullshit casino roulette machines in the betting shops, filling them up with promotions like fucking stupid bets, like, I don't know, Marcus Rashford to score first and fucking Man United to win 7-0 at fucking 300 to 1 or something. Bullshit bets like that that'll never win. Enticing people into placing accumulators that'll never win. All that shit. So don't talk to me about gamble responsible. It's a tick box exercise, and the Gambling Commission need to do more. Because these guys, I don't know who the fuck owns Betfred. Whoever Fred is, he can fuck off. Denise Coates, at the end of the day, they're gangsters. They are forcing you, or they're not actually forcing you, but they are making you play a game. Or not making you, but you are basically playing a game you can't win. Only they can win. And how is that legal? That feels very illegal to me. And especially when you go through the Gambling Commission's website, you must treat your customers fairly. Now, I understand gambling is very addictive. Addiction is a horrible disease. It is truly, truly horrible, and I feel bad for anyone going through that struggle. But there are guys at the other end of the spectrum that work very, very hard. Guys like me, you know, it's not easy to do what I do. It is not easy to make money gambling. It is very, 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 very difficult to do what I do. I spend 7 to 10 hours every day, 6 days a week at this desk, busting my ass doing research. At any one time, I've got tens of thousands of pounds out in betting accounts. It would be very easy for me to log on and dump off thousands playing roulette or blackjack or betting on some fucking bullshit dog race in fucking Saudi Arabia. Very easily done. But over the years, I've trained my mind not to fall into that trap. And yet, because of that, because I actually have developed a set of skills, a high-level set of skills, where I can actually make money now. I've got a skill where I can make money. I've developed this skill over time, and it hasn't been easy to do it. But I'm not treated fairly. I'm shut down as soon as I make a few £1,000, or on some websites not even a few hundred. So that's all I want to say in today's video, guys. Something a bit different, bit of a rant. And let me know if you like this video, if you want me to do more content like this. Because I got plenty to say on the topic, and I think more people should be speaking out on the topic. So all these prediction guys that you watch on YouTube, all these guys, they're right on MMA Junkie, MMA Fighting. They want to give you their picks. You know, they want to talk about betting picks, betting information, all this shit. Tell them to talk about this, because this is more important than their picks. Because even if you're following their picks and they crush it, it's a pain in the ass for you to make money anyway, because these fucking gangsters shut you down as soon as you start to make any money. So all these people that you listen to online talking about picks, betting information, go tell them to start speaking out about it. And that's all I got to say.
People are always saying about the talk, and I talk, but guess fucking what? I back it up.